Guys, we're going to make our Hello World program. I'm redoing the one I had because the one that I had was for Udemy, and I'm not reusing any of those videos for the YouTube channel. So let's get going. Say File, New Project. It might be slow, and so I might have to pause the video, but then I'll bring it back just as soon as it comes back. So. And I have updated to the latest version of Visual Studio. I had a message, and so anyway, make sure you guys do that. And I do have the videos up about getting Visual Studio, but you guys can probably figure that out on your own. If I have any problems, I might have to just make those private. So let's we want C#, we want a WinForm. There we go. And but we don't want it in repos. Don't like that at all. I've created a brand new folder. Let's see, documents. There we go. And see if it'll let me create a new folder. Folder. And I'm going to call this. There we go. That's what I'm calling it. You can call yours anything you want. And so that looks like a good folder. And I'm going to call it Hello World. So hopefully you got all that, and it's basically just creating a brand new empty project, okay? It's going to create, and it is kind of slow. But that's okay. We're on YouTube now, not Udemy, so I don't have to be polished and perfect. So. Okay. So we got a WinForm. You know, a lot of people, they'll start off a Hello World with a console, but we're not going to do that. We can do lots of stuff. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is show you this program.cs. Whenever you start a brand new project, it'll have a program.cs, and it has the name of the program. So like right now it's Form 1. But if we was to go in here and change this from Form 1 to something else, like for instance, let's see if it'll let us rename. Hello World. It would change the name. Yeah, it renamed. It asked me first, but then it's renaming this. So, but if for some odd reason you answer that question wrong, you can go in and hand type whatever the real name is. So let's put a label on here, okay? So let's take the toolbox, and we're just going to make our label say hi or hello world or something. We might put a button. Let's see if it'll come up for us. It's probably building. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to pause this just for a second until it wakes up, okay? So that you guys aren't having to wait for me. Okay, I'm back. I didn't want you guys to get bored waiting. So let's look for a label. And you can do a lot of things with labels. It does not have to just be black or whatever. So we can change the font. Okay. To bold or whatever we want. Make it bigger or smaller. We can change the color. You know, we always like something interesting. Well, it's kind of different anyway. We can change the docking. Let's see. Okay, label. Let's go back up here. Well, before we do that, let's double click this. And there's several ways that you can do your load. Anytime you get a form, it's always best to do the load. You can double click it, and it will create your method for you, or you can go over here to properties, and you can double click this, and it will create your method for you, or you can hand type it. We're not going to get into hand typing things just yet, so let's double click this. So it created underneath the initialize, it created our hello world load, and that's what we want. And anytime something loads, it will go through this. So let's go back to label 1. We can change the name of the label and the docking. Let's go back over here to the properties. This was events, and this is properties. We can change our text to just be hi or whatever. I do want to change the docking on it. We can change the anchor. Let's see, appearance. Let's go. Yeah, I like it alphabetical better. I can find it. We can change. Here's the anchor. Like I want no anchor. And then sometimes it gives me a problem anyway. I'm going to say auto size is false. And I'm going to say doc is fill. And that's going to take the whole screen. Well, it should. Let's check the text align. Text align says top left. We're going to go in the middle. So, and let's change the name of it. Something that we can remember. Okay. Label 1 is just fine. But we don't have to have it at that. So now let's go into the code behind. You can do a right click and click view code. You can double click it, but I don't want to double click it because I've got this big label here and it will create a click event for that, and we don't want that. So let's just write view code. Or another way you can, if you like open this over here, we could find that sometimes it'll have it in this list, not all the time apparently, but we got it by doing a right click. So let's change the name of the text on the hello world label when we load it. First we'll run it, and we can just see it with it says hi. And it's building right down here. You can see that. Okay, it says hi. Okay, so if we wanted to change some values, we could, and we're going to. Let's say on the load, we want to change that label. Instead of hi, we want to say hello. Okay. And we have to remember what we called it. And we call it hello world label. And we can dot text equals. And then in the sentence with a semicolon. Okay. And I'm hitting Control S to save. And so let's go. Alrighty. There we go. It says hello world. And another thing we could have done a message box. But we'll be working on message boxes in other programs, okay? So that's going to be in for this program. And in the next program, we'll start on something new, okay?